Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about Guosheng Quantum or China Pros Quantum. If you have never heard about this hidden champion from China, then stay tuned for today's video as we are looking into this company which is working in the space of quantum sensing technology. So if that particular area interests you, today's video is exactly right for you. As always, make sure to get yourself something to drink as it might get a little longer. Get yourself comfortable. And let's start with it right away. So let's jump into Guosheng Quantum. Here we are on their website. You see it says Guosheng Quantum. I also put on the translator because I saw that the Chinese version of it is more up to date than the English one. So I switched to that one. But it also says China Pros Quantum here with the Latin letters. Then there's this, say, carousel over here, make the measurement more reliable and make the world more efficient. There's also this one, Guosheng Quantum won 202 years, the title of Specialized New and so on. Then Global Quantum Center, and then there's also some news here on scientific research level quantum technology solutions and so on. So about the company, so Guosheng Quantum Technology, China Pros Quantum, the first high-tech enterprise focusing on the field of quantum industrial detection, established in 2019, industry experience in 15 plus, and then I guess industries, and then 70 plus employees of enterprises. In the product center, and we will check this out later on, you see the different products that they are selling, and then there's here a news section. I'm recording this in April of 2026, and you see also the latest news is coming from April. So you see here live preview, Guosheng Quantum Planet Photon appeared in a special live broadcast, magnetometer successfully, and then the magnetic field detection weapon of the US military and so on. There are also partners listed down here that they work together with. It's, I guess, mainly in the Chinese space. And then, of course, the address down here. They are also in Hefei city, where I think a lot of high-tech companies in China are. I think it's known as one of the high-tech spots of the country. Good. So with that, let's quickly jump into the product center. So what are they actually selling? What is the commercial solution that they have? It says diamond quantum sensors. And I think we've seen similar cases before. So if you want to know how these work with the diamond NV sensors and so on, make sure to check out the Hidden Quantum Champions playlist. There are other companies from the space of quantum sensing, especially NV sensors, which you can also check out. On top of that, it says our product is a normal temperature, so I guess room temperature, solid state diamond quantum sensor, which currently focuses on magnetic sensing and temperature sensing. And what do we have here? So there's a diamond quantum magnometer, a diamond quantum probe scanner, a diamond quantum microscope, and then a diamond quantum temperature probe. What are these different things? So a magnometer is a sensor that measures the magnetic field, either the amplitude of the magnetic field or the amplitude and the direction of the magnetic field. So it could be like a little compass. You can use that in various different things. You could use that, for example, for navigation with a compass, but you could also use it to do, geo-relevant research or understand the magnetic properties locally of the ground below you. For that, you need something that is very precise. We've seen it in the medical sector before with other companies. I think that was Bosch Quantum Sensing, where I featured this specific use case. So there are different areas where you can use either the magnetic or the electromagnetic properties of those sensors to measure very precisely. Then the diamond quantum probe scanner. What is this? So basically now you are attaching this magnometer to a system that can allow you to scan across an area, usually across a very tiny area. That's why then where it becomes interesting. So in this case here, for example, you see it's a micron-sized fiber diamond microwave probe. So now you are basically scanning across a surface with a micrometer resolution, for example, the chip, and you're probing the electromagnetic or the magnetic properties of this chip. You could, for example, find shortcuts in a circuit and things like this. We've seen this in another video of a company also based in Germany I think it was quantum diamonds, if I remember correctly, that is using a similar technology, not the probing itself, but they have a different way of doing that. Then we see here the diamond quantum microscope. So basically, you see there are like a couple of coils attached here, Helmholtz coils, which you can use to generate a precise magnetic field. And then you can use this magnometer on top of that to do microscopy, and that's probably also an interesting case. And then we have here the quantum temperature probe. So you can also basically think of generating, let's say, the NV center in a specific state, and then observing how the state is decaying, I would guess, or how the state is decaying, which is a function of temperature. That would be at least my best guess how this is working. So these are the products, and products can be used to figure out solutions or to create solutions. And here is the solution space that they're targeting. So diamond quantum sensing plus non-destructive testing. Diamond quantum sensing technology has the ability of micron level damage detection, which can detect the germination and expansion of tiny cracks in a fatigue process of ferromagnetic materials and detect hidden dangers in advance. This technology can break through traditional technologies such as microscopic damage that can not be detected by ultrasonic, eddy current, and other technologies, and solve the pain points such as bulky volume and intrusion measurement of mainstream detection technologies such as magnetic powder and penetration. It can be used for high-end equipment manufacturing, new energy infrastructure, major project operation and maintenance, and other special equipment testing. I can also imagine to use this for like investigations or maintenance on industrial plants where you have to check, I don't know, pipes or something like that for their properties, especially if there's like a ferromagnetic material involved, so iron, for example. You can see basically these ferromagnetic boundaries. So if you're thinking about a nail, an iron nail, it's usually not magnetic, or we would actually say ferromagnetic. But if you take a little magnet and you rub it along this nail, you can magnetize it, right? It becomes magnetic, or actually it becomes ferromagnetic. And that's because you're aligning the domains within the nail all into the same direction. So actually it is already magnetic before. It's ferromagnetic before. You have little domains, so areas within your material that create a little magnetic field. But they're basically randomly distributed, and that's why the nail itself does not have any magnetic or ferromagnetic property. When you now take a little magnet and you rub it along, you are aligning these domains. So you're basically pointing them all in the same direction every time that you're doing that. And that basically creates this magnetic property of the nail. Now the size of those domains is related to the integrity of the metal itself. So if it's very granular, if you, for example, just have an iron powder, you cannot easily do that, because it's basically fragmented into all these little entities, and therefore it doesn't work that easily. And that's basically a way to figure out if there's like something wrong with your material, if you can find these different areas. And I guess that's what this might be relating to here, or where this could be interesting. Then we also see here diamond quantum sensing plus semiconductor detection. So diamond quantum sensing technology can be used for semiconductor failure analysis and detection, especially the electrical failure analysis of advanced packaging chips. Its core ability is to locate defects in the XY plane and Z orientation depth in stacking chip, and provides submicron spatial resolution so as to optimize chip design and improve the chip production process, improve the yield of production lines and the reliability of chips, and help the high quality development of domestic semiconductor industry. And I mean, we've seen this before with another company as well. So the idea is that you are basically finding, when you put the sensor on the chip, you're identifying if there's like a high current running somewhere, which could be a shortcut, for example. You're identifying where this is occurring, and that you can use then to optimize your chip design to avoid, let's say, creating these, on the one hand, losses of energy, of course, in the system, and also this destructive behavior. So it's a diagnostics tool And yeah, we've seen this with another company from the space before. If you haven't seen that one, check out the Hidden Quantum Champions playlist. Then we see here, so Diamond Quantum Sensing plus scientific research and teaching. Okay, we also understand that, right? So the company has rich research experience in the field of diamond quantum sensing, which can help scientific research institutes, science popularization institutions, and related universities to build a quantum sensing science popularization and experimental platform, which is used for quantum information experimental teaching in colleges and universities, quantum sensing scientific research, quantum sensing demonstration in science and technology museums, enterprise quantum sensing training, etc., fully characterized quantum transmission, the quality of the performance of the sensitive material, and determine its key parameters. Help the experimenter/trainee to fully understand the principle of quantum precision measurements based on NV color center in short time. So yeah, NV centers in diamonds and education basically. And then finally, as the fourth one, we have the diamond quantum sensing plus energy electricity. So diamond quantum sensing technology can be used for AC and DC current measurement in new energy power generation, including photovoltaic power generation, wind power generation, and so on. New energy vehicles, so I guess electric vehicles, smart grids, and industrial automation. By measuring the size of the magnetic field inversion current, this technology can avoid problems such as magnetic flux saturation, ferromagnetic resonance, and magnetic hysteresis in electromagnetic current transformers, and has the advantages of simple insulation, dynamic range, and higher measurement accuracy. It can realize the precise measurement of AC and DC current in a wide temperature range, ultra-wide range, and bandwidth in multiple scenarios. So I guess using this basically as a current probe also outside the chip environment for larger types of systems like EVs, like power plants and things like that, plus the wide temperature range at which it can operate, because it's not a semiconductor, and semiconductors, they usually have a specific temperature range that they are optimized for, that has to do with the donors and the intrinsic property of how transistors are built or semiconductors are built, which is not the same for those diamonds here. Okay, and then we have advantages and highlights: high precision, large number of processes, and high temperature range. And then there's probably more explanation down here. So industry background with a large-scale construction of new power system with new energy as the main body, new complex power grid of ultra-high voltage AC and DC hybrid has been formed, which has put forward new requirements in terms of ranges, response capacity, accuracy, and stability, which cannot be met by traditional electromagnetic and electronic current transformers. Technical scheme: based on diamond quantum magnetic sensing technology, the precise measurement of the current intensity in the central conductor can be realized through precision magnetic measurement, breakthrough the remote power supply and signal transmission technology under ultra-high voltage, I guess, to realize ultra-high voltage AC/DC current measurements, and then implementation effort: realize high and reliable measurement of AC and DC current under harsh power conditions, complex application conditions, and multiple voltage levels in the new power system. So basically using magnetic sensors to measure, let's say, electrical powers, and therefore be able to perform more precise measurements here and control those networks a little bit more precisely. So this is about the solutions. Now very quickly about the company. So who is Guosheng Quantum Technology? So it says Anhui Guosheng Quantum Technologies Co. Limited. Guosheng Quantum is committed to the independent research and development and industrial application of normal temperature solid state quantum sensing products. The company's core research and development team comes from the Key Laboratory of Quantum Information of the University of Science and Technology of China and the Chinese Academy of Sciences, with 15 years of professional and technical accumulation. The core products are quantum diamond magnetometers, quantum diamond probe scanner, quantum diamond microscope, and on this basis, quantum current measurement equipment, quantum plane crack detector, quantum written crack detector, quantum pipeline crack detector, and other series of products are developed. So this is what we've seen before. Vision, mission, and values. So we have the vision of let quantum technology empower thousands of industries and let quantum products enter thousands of households. We insist on the mission of making measurements more reliable and making the world more efficient, and we adhere to the values of innovating, focusing on excellence and sincere services. Then the core technology is the quantum magnetic sensor, so the diamond and V centers, which we've talked about before. And then here, I guess we see the different technologies and some insights on those as well. So development process, 2021 developed a new quantum power product engineering prototype and designed the first quantum non-destructive testing device principle prototype. Then 2022 completed the integrated development of quantum modules of quantum sensors, and then in 2023 further improve the degree of integration of quantum sensing. Let's see. Okay, in 2019 the company was established. So that's like the full pipeline, the full timeline that we see here. Then we see the core team with, of course, the founders as the CTO and I guess the CEO of the company. But then we also see here a chief strategic advisor, a professor included as well. So basically the founding team or the core team of the company. Then the values mentioned here as well, and ways to reach out to them available as well. I hope you found this interesting. So we see there are also companies in the space of quantum sensing in China that are developing, like for example Guosheng Quantum. From my point of view, very interesting. Also very interesting to see how they are pushing it already into the industry. I think that quantum sensing is probably the one technology or the one type of technology, class of technology that we will see first in the field, or that we are already seeing moving into the field. So for sure, a very promising company also to keep watching and to see their technology being distributed. I hope you liked the video. If so, and if you don't want to miss out on the next one, make sure to subscribe. Today was a bit of a shorter one. If you have any other company that you would like me to look out for, or any company in China that you are interested in, or technology that might be developed in China that you are interested in, let me know down in the comments below. I will do some research and figure those things out for you as I do in today's video. And with that, I hope to see you again soon. Until then, bye bye.